I found a hidden letter in my husband's jacket that changed everything I believed about our marriage. Don't forget your jacket. It's getting cold, I called to my husband Mark as he rushed out for his morning run. 20 years of marriage had made us sufficient. I knew his routines better than my own. When I heard the front door close, I grabbed his jacket to hang it back up. That's when I felt it something stiff in the inner pocket, a letter folded neatly addressed to me in handwriting I didn't recognize, my name on the envelope. In a stranger's hand, my heart raced as I opened it, expecting the worst confession of an affair perhaps or financial disaster. What I found instead left me breathless. Dear Emily, it began. You don't know me, but I know you 4 years ago. Your husband saved my life. I sank onto the couch confused. Mark had never mentioned saving anyone's life. I was standing on the edge of the Brookfield Bridge at 2 a.m. ready to jump when a man stopped his car and walked toward me. That man was your husband. For 3 hours he stood there talking to me about his own struggles with depression years before, about how he'd once stood on a similar bridge, about how grateful he was that he hadn't jumped. My hands trembled. Mark had never told me about standing on any bridge. In 20 years he'd never once mentioned contemplating suicide. He gave me his phone number that night and told me to call anytime for 6 months. He answered my calls at all hours. He helped me find a therapist. He checked in weekly then monthly as I got better. He made me promise not to tell anyone about him. Said he wasn't looking for recognition, just wanted to pay forward the kindness someone once showed him. Tears blurred my vision as I continued reading. I am writing because last week I graduated from nursing school. I am going to spend my life helping others the way your husband helped me. He doesn't know I am sending this letter. He'll probably be upset that I broke my promise, but I thought you should know what kind of man you married. Someone who stops in the darkness for strangers, who carries others' pain without mentioning the weight. The letter was signed simply Sarah with a P.S. He always spoke of you with such love, he said. Thinking of going home to you was what got him off his own bridge years ago. I sat there, letter in hand, realizing how little I knew about the man I'd shared my life with for 2 decades, the quiet strength he carried, the lives he'd touched that I knew nothing about. When Mark returned from his run, I was still on the couch, the letter beside me. His eyes fell on it immediately, understanding dawning on his face. I'm sorry, he said softly. I didn't want to burden you with old darkness. All these years, I whispered. Why didn't you tell me about the bridge? About Sarah? He sat beside me, shoulders hunched. The bridge was before I met you. It was the lowest point of my life. I was 23, lost, drowning in debt and depression. When I met you 6 months later, I was healing but still fragile. I didn't want you to see me as broken. I wasn't looking to be a hero, he said. I just recognized the look in her eyes. I'd seen it in my own. It felt private, her story to tell, not mine. I reached for his hand. You've carried this alone for so long. Not alone, he said, squeezing my fingers. Having you to come home to, it's been my anchor. Even if you didn't know it that night, for the first time in 20 years, Mark told me everything. About the darkness he'd faced before me, about the others he'd quietly helped over the years, about the support group he volunteered with monthly during what I thought were poker nights. I realized that the man I married was both exactly who I thought he was and someone far more complex than I'd ever known. His kindness ran deeper, his empathy wider, his strength quieter than I had ever imagined. Sometimes we think we know everything about the people we love, and then a hidden letter reveals that there are depths to them we've never fathomed, not darker depths, but ones filled with more light than we ever knew was there.